For the next couple days, we'll be out using metal detectors to look for gold nuggets out here in southwestern Arizona. The metal detectors we will be using, because Boulderdash will be coming out and joining us, he'll bring his Minelab GPX 6000. I will have the Garrett Axiom light, the light version. He will also have the Minelab Gold Monster 2000, which so far is really been a really cool machine. Hey, if you're thinking about getting into metal detecting for gold nuggets, give our friend Rob Allison a call at robsdetectors.com. Hey guys, I'm out here in southwestern Arizona. I've never ever been to this area before at all. So I'm kind of going into this, pretty blind. I do know that there's historic placer gold production in this area. So I only have like 4 hours today, but I'm camping out down the road there, parked the Prius out by the main road. So anyway, we'll be looking for old-timer workings. That is your number one biggest indicator for gold, is old-timer workings. I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and drop into that canyon there and see if there's any evidence of placer workings. But I saw some really nice color combinations in it. Anyway, I just wanted to run over there and check it out. So I just grabbed the detector and a pick and a scoop and just chugged some water and went over there. You're not going to believe this nugget I found over there. And there were boot digs in the area too, like several of them. So anyway, just a word, hey, don't ever let that discourage you. Let's get this nugget cleaned up, and I'm going to show you it. It's got really cool character. It's got chevrons all over it. It is crazy looking. I'd say this thing probably goes about 3/4 of a gram, maybe a gram. But anyway, I mean, just look at that thing. It is absolutely stunning. I washed it up a little bit. Look at this. And I'll put that in there. I didn't have a bottle with me, so I threw it in my pocket. I'm glad there wasn't any holes in my pocket. And here is a little tiny one I nailed with the Garrett Axiom as well. Really coarse gold, guys. Really coarse. Isn't that just killer looking? So that's, I got the skunk off, so that's pretty awesome. Things weren't looking so great, but anyway, I might go back over there or find another way in or something. I don't know, but there were workings all over in there, and they looked pretty old. I really don't know how they got in there. Anyway. Okay guys, stay tuned. This should be interesting. That's starting to sound a lot more like gold. I'm going to shake it down a little bit. Didn't get much better. Oh man, I'm glad it wasn't that. Now, we're not getting anything. Let's hope it's in... Oh, this is probably going to be a nugget. And what's funny is, I'll show you in a second here. There's somebody's dig hole is about 3 feet away. All right, that is a definite target now. Oh yeah, that's gold. See, I'm up out of the wash. It's not a wash, it's actually a little gully. But look at that. Nice little piece of gold. Hey, we'll see if we can see that. Nice little piece of gold. So it was on a bench outside of the creek. Ain't that a beauty? Right on. I found some really neat galena. They're galena nuggets, so they're all smooth on one side, and then you break a piece off and you can see how shiny and metallic luster there. Really cool stuff. It's super heavy. It does not set the detector off. So these were just laying on bedrock. Right there is someone's dig hole, and it's really fresh. It hasn't rained or anything since that was dug, so I'd say it's definitely within the last 2 weeks. Anyway, I think we're gonna probably head on out. Boulderdash might be near or at the camp. We'll go join up with him, and I gotta find some firewood, and hopefully there's some ironwood, acacia, or mesquite laying around. We'll have a decent fire, but hey, tomorrow is a new day, and you never know what's gonna happen. We're way up on the side of a hill here, and Boulderdash has a target.
Yeah, right below this header pile.
Yeah,
See all these rocks piles right here?
Nice.
Yep, so I got the 2000. We're just, and I've been going, hitting it hard for a good, hour? Haven't found anything. Piece of aluminum foil. I got a banger down in this.
And that's with the Gold Monster 2000. So
yeah, 2000.
What were the numbers?
04.
Those are good numbers. Good numbers. Uh-oh.
All right, it's in this chalky white stuff. I don't know what that means.
Hey, it's out.
It's out. Yeah, you said it. What?
Oh god!
I could have sworn it had a pinpointed. Oh, that was just a rock.
Hey.
All right, let's see what we have here. I need some gold, because you already have one, I have none.
Yeah, I got one. I gotta show the people at home here.
Yeah, they need to see it. Getting close. Oh, is that something flat looking?
Hey, that's a gold nugget.
I think it is. Oh, that's gold, everybody.
Yeah. Right.
It's a little dirty, a little
Check
orange.
It out.
Must have copper in it. Yeah.
Dirty.
Looks like it has some host on it or something.
Just laying in the overburden.
Somebody probably kicked it out. Oh,
Yeah,
it's all
man.
coarse and beautiful.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'll take that.
Piece. Heck yeah, man.
First one of the day.
Right on. Good.
I think your PI would have heard that.
Oh, we forgot to check.
I know. It could
So right here is the target.
Here's ancient bench up here, maybe old channel possibly.
Well, I got that one yesterday, the bigger one right here.
Good.
And then I reburied the hole because
So people at home want to know, why didn't you just keep swinging and then swing right here?
I don't know. I think maybe I was in a hurry to just.
Yeah, it was almost dark.
It
was windy too.
So there's a target in here, and I dug on it for a little bit already, but could be really close.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what else would it be?
Meteorite.
Could be a meteorite. I mean, this area is known for meteorites.
I'll check it again here. It's out. Now we got it.
Yeah, now you gotta figure out where it's at in there. I mean, it's definitely mellow. Whoa. It's definitely mellow.
Yeah, it's mellow. We'll see what happens here. I think it's going to be
Hard to shoot.
really hard to.
That's what it's gonna be. Falling probably. Oh man, that got some volume to it.
Yeah, now it's louder.
I'll go gold because, you know, you just found one like 3 feet away.
True.
Yeah, quit. Go eat a snack. Yeah.
Probably that meteorite.
The big one? Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a meteorite, everybody. It's gotta be a piece of gold. There's nothing really left. What's it gonna be? It's got a new scoop, so.
It's gold.
Yep, all right.
I think so. Yep. It's just a
Little slug.
Yeah, a little round ball of gold right there. Look at that. Right off a bench. It's all dirty.
Nice little piece, man.
Yeah, right on.
Wow, it's like a slug too. Look how
Just a
thick
round
and
ball of
dense it
gold.
looks.
What a trip.
Beautiful gold.
We're on a little bench, so.
One there and then here.
Holy buckets.
All right, let's dig these.
Which one are you gonna do first?
I don't know what to do.
Jeez.
You gotta make a decision.
Figure it out.
Probably this one.
Get down the bedrock. Make sure it's not a hot rock.
You know, there's a couple of hot rocks around here.
There it is.
It really is.
That sounds crispy, dude. Oh, now it's a target. That'll be gold.
Yeah, it's probably a piece of gold. Well, it's just close to bedrock.
Wrong. Didn't get it.
Right. I got it.
Maybe you did.
Yeah, I took pinpointing lessons when you weren't looking.
Wait a minute.
It just sounds
What's
weird.
EMI and what's the target?
I don't know. Yeah,
Hang on a second.
edit that out. What's in my
If you say so. It's just not small on the plastic. There we go.
I have to
That's
find my
distinct.
hotspot. Yeah, get some Wi-Fi with my hotspot.
Give me a solid little bugger.
Must be real small.
There we go.
It's not loud.
Oh.
There it is in my hand.
Oh yeah, I do see it. How about that? Yep. Right there, you guys.
Nice. It's actually a nice little piece.
Yeah, good chunk, man.
Wow. That's good.
Right on, man.
It's facing
That's
the skunk in
great.
the afternoon. Yeah, the afternoon skunk.
Yeah, totally. I'm thinking this one's gonna be bigger. Than
I think so too, because I heard that one a lot better than this one. This one was just, there was like a noise maybe, like, and
Right on. So that's 3 right in this little 10 by 10 area.
you know, there must have been a little drop here a long time ago, like 600 years ago, and it just left the gold, and the creek did its erosion thing, and I gotta check my hole here.
I would have said 603, but whatever. Yeah, nice.
Easier. All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully it's down deeper.
Man, it must be 120 today.
It's hot. Yeah, we have heat stroke.
Jeez. No. It's still in there. Dang it. Yeah.
It's not very loud.
Maybe it's about the same size as the other one.
I can't pinpoint it though. Oh, it's
There it
over
is.
here.
Right there.
You gotta charge your battery.
Did that thing just shut off and come back on?
No.
Here we go again. There it is. All right.
That's why you don't throw the dirt too far.
Nice. It's gonna be a little nugget.
Yeah, I think it's just probably about the same as the other.
Wasn't even really on bedrock, was it?
There she is, right? I think that's it.
Hey.
No, it wasn't on bedrock at all.
Yeah, look at that, you guys. There is still gold out there in them hills.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's dig holes right next to it.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's funny.
Yeah, I
These
missed
were
those too
pretty
with the
quiet.
Axiom. So.
Yeah. Well, they're
Excellent.
pretty small.
You're not going to believe what I just found, you guys. Look at the size of this quartz crystal. I think someone left it. I don't think it. I occurred naturally in the spot that I found it. But it is pretty beat up, like it's been rolling around in a creek or a bench or something. Anyway, I kind of have a feeling someone left it there, but maybe they found it nearby. Boulderdash he's got to take off, but I got to tell you guys, you know, this is a completely new area to us.
I've never been here.
The first 4 hours found previously worked gully,
already dry washed.
nailed 3 nuggets.
What'd I get? 1?
Boulderdash came back,
2.
and we went back today. Yep, he got 2 out of there. I got another 1 or 2. 1,
well, no, I got
2.
3 out of there.
Okay, I got 2.
Yeah.
You got 3,
right.
I got 2.
There you go.
And, you know, and then we decided, well, we're done with that place for the moment. And as we were driving out, Boulderdash spots a little gully.
There were some hand stacks I saw. I was like, that looks like old hand stacks. And sure enough, we kind of went up in there.
Yeah, so we go up in there, and each of us nailed. I got 1, he got 2.
I got 2. And they were pretty decent size, too.
Yeah.
They were nice, sluggy, little. And you know what, everybody? Just because you think people have been detecting everywhere, like literally, I don't think anyone's been up in there detecting. At least at that last little draw, I got like 5 pieces of trash, and the 2 nuggets I found were all in header piles, which is screened rocks that were literally in a pile. Normally, if people have been there, they're all flattened out. These were still piles, and this is all old stuff, probably from Depression era or older.
Yeah, so.
And yeah,
I guess the point is that, look, it's still out there. This place is published. There's publications on this area, so it's like, I mean, but we've never ever been here, but you know, we found gold already, and
yeah, I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's only been about a day for me because you know, I got here late yesterday afternoon.
So anyway,
everybody,
we're gonna weigh up the gold that Boulderdash got here, and we'll weigh up mine, and because he's got to get going. And
yeah, I guess 5.
Yeah, nice. And this is the big chunk he got.
Yeah, in a header pile.
Totally.
So they just screened it right off and never even collected it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get this
Bummer
on this. Yeah, bummer for them. Good for me.
Yeah.
It's funny because it was probably so long ago too. Probably. I'm Depression era is my guess. 1930s.
Probably not the same depression I have.
No.
All right.
No. All right. So I got a gram and a half.
1.5, dude. That's almost
what is that?
$200 worth of gold in not even 24 hours.
This is my day off.
Jeez. That's epic,
not bad,
man. Look at that.
That paid for the ribs we got last night.
Yeah, nice gold, man. That's excellent.
Yeah.
We're up on a huge tailing pile from a dry washer. And I just nailed this little nugget right here. You can hear that on the Garrett Axiom. Nice little nugget. Anyway, there's dig holes here on this tailing pile. So somebody's been here. And that's why we always say don't let that discourage you. Because you don't know what kind of machine they were using, what kind of mindset they were in, how much experience they have, etc., etc. So anyway, tailing pile gold. Follow the dry washers. Let's get that in the bottle. I guess we could take a look at some of these. Oh, that's good. Scratch up my new glasses. So here's what we're up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold nuggets. And I don't know, maybe 8 hours of detecting. I'm not sure. So there you have it. Nice little handful. Okay, you guys, here's another vertical. I mean, I can't see down there, but I don't know. I'm not getting near the edge of that. And there's cholla cactus everywhere as usual. But here's an ore pile right here. That is a segregated pile of quartz and limonite and probably hematite. Segregated. They put it there for a reason, because they wanted to crush it up. Could be low grade. That could be why they left it here. I don't really know. But anyway, that's what an ore pile is. See the waste rock pile? The color difference? And then this pile's separated from everything else. So, really nice looking quartz. I haven't specced any gold yet, just in the rocks, but I imagine if I took my loop and I sat here for a good 30 minutes, I'd probably find some. There's some hematite right there. Yeah. Nice looking stuff. Well, I'm looking for placer, and I only have about 3 hours left, so I'm gonna head on back down this huge hill here. Look, there's a couple little cuts over there too, right on the side of the hill. Right down there on that ridge line, I'm gonna go look at those. But I want to go down to the gully down here and see if there's placer activity in it, like if any hand stacks or anything like that are in there. That's the big clue right there. Whatever the old timers did, they're leaving you clues. So this is really remote location right here. And I saw evidence that someone had been more recently mining it, maybe 1980s or something, but I don't know, it might be even maybe not as old as that. There's some Gatorade bottles. I mean, he must have filled them up with water, and then he would take them down, fill them up, refill them, and then put them up here. There's some bags under here that look like ore sacks, like you would just throw your ore and carry it down the hill. These guys were punching holes all over this saddle. There are holes and piles everywhere. It's not dry washed, but they were digging everywhere, and I feel like they were looking for, well, I'm not really sure. But anyway, well, gold, but what were they doing, and what was this guy doing? This guy, look at this stuff. There's stuff in there. But the pack rat nest and the look at, these are all of his hand tools here. It looks like that's a pad, like a cushion, a seat cushion or something. That's exactly what it is. So he probably would put his knees on that so he could just dig, you know, from his knees, not standing up all the time, wearing himself out. But all that stuff is buried. And he even put sticks over it. Look at that, there's a shovel, there's another, probably a pick. Probably a couple picks and a couple shovels there. Yeah, he buried it on purpose, look at that. Put branches and stuff over it. Fascinating, but he was digging all over up in here. I might have to get the metal detector out. Look at this. I mean, he was punching holes everywhere. All down this hill. I'm gonna have to go down there and check that gully for placer workings. Without any doubt, that's what I'm gonna have to do since I'm over here. And I'm so far from the quad. Look at this, you guys. This dude was punching holes everywhere. Was he just looking for that quartz vein? I have no idea what's going on here, but it's fascinating, isn't it? I would love to talk to him. There's some ore there. Here's a little punched hole, and there's a bucket down there. See that? There's what's left of a bucket right down there. And that's probably from him because that's more modern. Here's some ore. It's not like broken up with a sledgehammer or anything. But those were definitely, that doesn't even look like that good a quartz. But why was he punching holes all over in here? Nothing looks dry washed. This is all done by hand. Absolutely fascinating. Oh, there's some stuff down there. Let's go see what that is. There's another. Yep, they're punching in on that quartz. What is going on here? There's something over here. I want to check it out. There's some more water bottles. They're pretty old. They've been sitting out here in the sun. Oh yeah, here's those sacks. There's more of these sacks here. Bunch of old cans. Now, the sacks are newer than the cans. Those cans are old-timer stuff. Look at this. Yep, that's what they are. They're those woven sack things that you can throw some ore in them and carry them down the hill. I'm 100% convinced that this is more of that guy's stuff. The guy that was up on the top of that saddle punching holes and everything. It's some kind of a trolley device with wheels on it, and gosh, it almost looks like an old lawnmower body. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, some more buckets. I'm gonna try to get in here without getting choya all over me. I mean, that stuff is everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, check this out. So there's a dolly there. Some buckets. I mean, a pack rat has made a complete home out of that. I'm standing on choya. Dang, man. This is crazy. Stuff I do for you guys. Man. Dang. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to get any closer to that because the choya is just everywhere. Yeah. It's just some kind of a cart system. And he's been wheeling it up and down the hill, and I'm telling you, it was a long way. And we're a long way out here, and I don't know where he parked his vehicle, where he took that ore, because I don't think this was placer. I think he was taking the ore out. Today we call these coyote holes. It's where the old placer miners would start tunneling in until they hit bedrock. And they go into these ancient old riverbed alluviums, and they follow the bedrock in there, and they get all the gold off of it all the way in. I suppose if they stop finding very much, they might go a little further, or maybe turn right or left, or try to figure out where the heavies are at with all the gold. But anyway, this one goes in about 50 feet, 40 feet. I was trying to get the lighting figured out here, but you can see the bedrock. It's right there. And they tunneled in along the bedrock looking for the gold. So anyway, that's what they did. So we're underneath. This isn't a hard rock mine. This is placer. So we're in the alluvium and we're following the bedrock. This is the bedrock right here, right down low there, and that's all the alluvium from the old ancient creek. So anyway, pretty neat, huh? And there's the end of it right there, about another 20 feet away. But it's really cool. There's the bedrock and there's the alluvium. So, I mean, to do this much work, they must have gotten some pretty decent gold, I would think. I mean, if you weren't getting anything, I don't know, you'd probably tunnel a little further and see if you hit a bunch of heavies and more gold. But anyway, pretty ambitious stuff. And there's just enough room to stand on your knees and go in here. And that's about it. Yeah. Pretty cool. I wonder if I should bust out the metal detector. Let's get going here. 7 pieces of gold. A couple days of hiking around and looking for old placer deposits. Anyway, not too bad. Well, hey folks, that was a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you joining along and for the little bit of an adventure. Got to see some hard rock mines, got to see some placer mines. Really unique area. Anyway, say, if you want to get into the metal detecting game with looking for gold nuggets, give our friend Rob Allison a call at robsdetectors.com and tell him I Break for Bedrock sent you.